Hello friends, welcome to this YouTube video program. We are discussing about the major concept of different units of different courses of MA education program of Indira Gandhi National Open University. We have already discussed three courses: MES-011 Understanding Education, MES-012 Education Nature and Purposes, MES-016 Educational Research, and presently we are discussing on the fourth course, that is MES-014 Societal Context of Education. In this course, 5 blocks are there. Already we have completed our discussion on the first 2 blocks, that is block 1 Education and Society Concept and Perspectives, and block 2 Political and Economic Perspectives of Education. And at present we are in the third block, that is social context of education. In third block, 5 units are there: unit 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. We have already discussed unit 7, that is school as a social organization, and the title of unit 8, that is schooling as a social cultural process. So we are not going to discuss unit 8 because when we are discussing unit 7, we have also touched upon most of the points of unit 8, and in our earlier program also, video program also, we have discussed the concept relating to unit 8. So now we are moving to discussing the major content point, the concept that has been addressed in unit 9. The title of the unit, that is teacher as an educational input. So here friends, we will discuss that how teacher is considered as an educational input. Here in this unit, a major content point that we will discuss, that is teacher as an instructional input, teacher and curriculum, teacher as a mentor, then teacher and community. So here you see 4 important aspects that we'll discuss, which is related with teacher. First of all, teacher as an instructional input, because the role and responsibility, the primary role and responsibility of a teacher is to deal the students, manage the classroom and teach the students in everyday classroom, so far as face-to-face teaching learning is concerned. So that's why here the instructional input which is related to teacher, that is one of the important you can say role of the teacher. Then further, teacher and curriculum. So we should understand that the role of teacher is not only to teach, okay, which is given in the syllabi. At the same time, so far as the aspect of curriculum is concerned, the concept of curriculum is concerned, the scope of curriculum is concerned, the role of teacher is not confined only in the classroom. Rather, the role of teacher is confined beyond the classroom also, because curriculum includes almost all the aspects of the development of students' personality, students' all-round development. So here we are not discussing only the scholastic aspect, rather the other co-scholastic aspect, other extracurricular aspect, co-curricular aspect, that is also being a part of schooling system. So here the role of teacher is also to address the other aspect of students' development. Then further, a teacher as a mentor, we consider that the role of a teacher is just like a friend, philosopher and guide. So here as a guide, you will find that the role of a teacher is as a mentor. So that is also one of the important part of this unit, content point of this unit. Then further, teacher and community. You see, a better schooling system cannot be imagined, can't be imagined without the community, without the society. So that's why teacher has to do a lot of work. There is the responsibility and duty of the teacher to come contact with the community, to come contact with the society. Okay, so that's why this is also another important part, that how teacher is come contact with the community, and how school and community are correlated with each other, work for each other, and at the same time how teacher works as a media between the school and community. Okay, so this is also one of the important points. Then further, teacher as a state apparatus. So you see, education is in the concurrent list as per our constitution. Okay, so the constitutional, you can say, the obligations of education, or the in our constitution, you will find the provisions, the educational provisions that has been addressed in the constitution. So this is the role of the state, you can say, as it is in the concurrent list, it is the state subject. So the role of the state is to provide education. Okay, so here, when it is the role of the state to provide education, so how the state will implement it? So here, teacher act as a state apparatus. Okay, teacher manage the entire education system in the state to provide better education to the child. So that's why, friends, when we talk about teacher as an educational input, so it address the instructional input, curriculum needs, then further teacher as a mentor, relation of teacher with the community, at the same time how teacher is a state apparatus. So we will try to understand all these 5 important points in our discussion. So let us specifically, I have already in a overview I have discussed the 5 points. So now let us go to a little deeper into it. First of all, teacher as an instructional input. So friends, when we talk about instructional input, so we focus upon that the methods, the techniques, the strategies, the activities. Okay, what the teacher uses, what the teacher adopt, what the teacher follow, in dealing the students in the classroom. Okay, to teach a particular content, how the teacher is planning. Okay, so that's called as the, you can say, the lesson plan. So without a proper planning, even if a small unit of teaching, a small content point of the teaching, you can say that teaching may not be a fruitful, means the output of the teaching may not possible, or it may not be a product, you can say, fruitful experiment. So that's why, friends, when we talk about a teacher as an instructional input, it means all the important aspects relating to teaching learning process, relating to teaching that the teacher supposed to do in the class. Okay, so teacher prepare, first of all, prepare a lesson properly, prepare a lesson plan, then accordingly teacher prepare or arrange the teaching aids, the resources which is required for teaching. Let it is a type of experiment, let it is a type of demonstration. If the teacher has to demonstrate certain things, then teacher have to manage the resources, means what the teacher is going to demonstrate. If the teacher wants to experiment something for teaching a particular topic, then teacher has to arrange the apparatus, arrange the other things which is required for that experiment. Okay, then further, if the teacher will do a type of group discussion, brainstorming, a type of student presentation, a type of symposia, a type of seminar in the school, a type of debate in the school, so all such things teacher has to properly plan before teaching the students. So it is as per the syllabi, as per the content point which is given in the curriculum. So that's why, friends, when we talk about instructional input, means here how teachers are involving themselves in the process of teaching, in the process of you can say transacting the content point from curriculum to the students, the strategies, methods, techniques that the teacher is using. So at present we are focusing on the constructivist approach of teaching learning process. So in the constructivist approach of teaching learning process, you will find that how the experiences of the children, experiences of the students are given importance. So here the children who are coming to the school are having ample experiences, from relating to different aspect of the curriculum. Okay, so how to link the life experiences of the children with the curriculum is also one of the important aspect, and it is the duty of the teacher to link the learning experiences, to link the life experiences of the children with the curriculum. And at present we are discussing about not only the instructional objectives, rather we are discussing about the learning outcomes. So here also, when to teach a particular topic, particular unit, a particular chapter, so the what is the learning outcomes of the students, instructional outcomes of the students, we also focus upon this. So for this, teacher plays an important role. Okay, so not only to teach, rather to know whatever have been taught in the classroom, whether that has been achieved, whether the objectives have been achieved by the students or not, whether the proper learning outcomes which is related to you can say the skills related to the competencies the students have achieved from the instructional process or not, that is also important aspect. Then further, when we talk about teacher and curriculum, so here you will find that teacher is having very important role so far as the curriculum is concerned. So first of all, when we talk about curriculum, three major points, three major concept that comes to our mind. First is curriculum planning, then curriculum transaction, and curriculum evaluation. You will find that teacher involves themselves in three different work significantly. First is curriculum planning. When the curriculum got planned, you will find that what are the content points should be there in the curriculum, how the content points should be transacted, what are the learning experiences required for the students so far as their age, so far as their ability, so far as their aptitude and interest is concerned. Then what are the extra curricular activities, what are the co-scholastic activities should be included in the curriculum. Because when we talk about curriculum is not a very limited process. Curriculum addresses, curriculum includes the content which is there in the syllabi. At the same time, many learning experiences, many you can say activities which is related to the scholastic activities, that's called as the co-scholastic activities, that is also a part of the curriculum. So friends, here when we talk about the involvement of teacher in curriculum, it means in curriculum planning. Then after framing the curriculum, after constitution of the curriculum, after planning of the curriculum, then the further work is to transact that curriculum. Okay, so the earlier what you are discussing, the instructional input, so that instructional input, the methods, the strategies, use of different learning resources, teaching aids, okay, so that is also being a part of transacting that curriculum. So teacher become a part of the curriculum planning. At the same time, after planning the curriculum, when the curriculum will be implemented in the classroom, okay, and for teaching the students, for dealing the students, for developing learning experiences of the students, so we can say teacher prepare themselves that how to transact this curriculum, okay, as per this planning. Then further, third important thing, that's called as evaluation. So here you will find that not only to transact the curriculum, evaluation is also one of the important aspect for curriculum. Means whatever learning experiences is practiced in the classroom, so how to evaluate. So at present, as per the constructivist approach of teaching and learning process, we consider that evaluation is integrated with the learning experiences. Evaluation is integrated with the teaching learning process. Means whenever there is teaching, whenever there is any instruction, you will find that major focus is as per the constructivist approach of learning, major focus is given upon the formative assessment, the continuous assessment. So that's why how to integrate the evaluation practices, the assessment practices in the curriculum transaction is also another important aspect. So friends, in this section we should understand that the role of teacher in the curriculum that is to plan the curriculum, to execute the curriculum, at the same time to adopt certain techniques, certain strategies for doing the assessment, for getting decision about the learning progress of the learners. And if learning progress is not happening properly, then you can say further what remedial measures, what remedial treatments that should given to the students. Okay, so here to get the feedback and as per the feedback to prepare the instruction. Okay, so that is also part of the teacher so far as the role of curriculum is concerned. Then further, the third important point that we will discuss here, that is teacher as a mentor. So friends, the role of teacher is considered as a friend, philosopher and guide. Okay, so here teacher work as a friend for the students, for the children, for the young children. Then we can say teacher is also a philosopher. Okay, teacher is also a role model. Teacher practice a value system in the school. You can say teacher practice a high standard in the school among the students for that overall development, for their total development of the personality. But the another role of the teacher, that's called as the guide. So here teacher facilitate the students, teacher provide proper guidance to the students. Okay, because after the family, the second home of the children is the school. So here the relationship between teacher and students, you will find that a friend, a philosopher, as well as a guide. So here you will find the behavior of the students, the personality of the students are shaped as per the mentoring of the teacher. So at the every moment you will find in the schooling, in school life of the children, they undergo with the proper mentoring, with the constructive mentoring of the teacher. So that's why to guide the students, to facilitate the students, to help the students is also another important aspect so far as a teacher is concerned. So mentoring is one of the aspects. Then further, the another important content point which is discussed in this unit, that is teacher and community. So friends, you can say from the ancient time onwards, when we talk about the Gurukul system of education, then after when we talk about education after independence, the development of education after independence, and till this till this present time, just like the implementation of Right to Education Act, okay, for satisfying, for achieving our constitutional obligations towards education, that is to provide free and compulsory elementary education of each and every child of this country within the age of 6 to 14. You will find that a definite plan has been prepared. Now this is a fundamental right in this country, that every child is having their right to get education. So that's why when we talk about a school, the functioning of a school, better functioning of a school, you cannot think a school, you cannot imagine a school without properly cooperation, without properly relation with the community. So that's why we said that school and community are related with each other. School works for the betterment of the community, for the development of the community, for the progress of the community. At the same time, community also works for the development of the school, for the all-round development of the child. Okay, so far as you can say the infrastructural development of the schools, other peripheral development of the schools, at the same time different for organizing different activities of the schools. So that's why here teacher works as an important agency, as an important agent for bringing together the community and the school. Okay, the requirement of the schools, the need of the school is fulfilled by the community. At the same time, the need of the community is also fulfilled by the school. So that's why both are linked with each other, related with each other. So that's why what the teacher is supposed to do, what the teacher do in the educational system, teacher come to the community, teacher invite the community members, okay, to the school, and they sit together and they discuss about various issues of the school. At the same time, you will find the community members. So far as the village committee is concerned, they also invite the teacher and they discuss about the development of the community, development of the society, and development of the village at the panchayat level. That from long periods, you can say from the very beginning of the education system, you will find that such cordial relation is going on in education. So in right to education also, as per the Right to Education Act 2009, you will find that there is the strong provision about the implementation of SMC, School Management Committee. Okay, so how to develop a committee that's called as School Management Committee, and they will take care the overall development of the school. So that's why it is another important aspect that how teacher work as a mediator between school and community for the benefits and for the development of both the entities, both school, at the same time the community. Then further another important content point of this unit, that is teacher as a state apparatus. So friends, as already I have discussed that education is in the concurrent list, so that's why this is the state subject. Education is the state subject. So it is the duty of the state to provide education to the children of the state. So that's why teacher perform as a apparatus in the state. It means teacher manage the entire education system of the state. Okay, so far as the curriculum is concerned, so far as you can say the teaching learning process is concerned, so far as the overall functioning of the school is concerned, so far as providing a minimum level of learning to the children is concerned, to the learner is concerned, at the same time assessment practices of the school is concerned. So here state is having you can say a high expectation towards the teacher. So that's why state employ appoint the teachers for dealing the school activities, and teacher involve themselves very actively in teaching learning process, designing the curriculum, transacting the curriculum, and evaluating the students' performance, at the same time facilitating the students, facilitating teaching learning process, providing better mentoring to the students, at the same time keeping good relation with the community and the schools, between the community and the schools. So that's why you can say we consider that teacher is also as a state apparatus, as a state functionaries for providing better education to the learners. So friends, this unit is a beautiful unit. 5 important points related to teacher have been discussed in this unit. Teacher as an instructional input, teacher and curriculum, teacher as mentor, teacher and community, and teacher as a state apparatus. In our next program, we will discuss other important aspect of this course, that is societal context of education. And I think now it might be easy for you that already the content is in your hand, the unit is in your hand, the material you have received, and after going through this video, I think now it is easy to understand. Thank you.